No, it's, hey, you know, it's, I don't know. Man, I could go on and on and on about work and how I feel about work and how I would love for this to be my work, but I don't know. It's all pie in the sky. There are things I should have done earlier in my life to make this work that I didn't do, that I didn't realize I should be doing, because I didn't realize I would enjoy this as much as I did. Interesting that Oldboys have won the knife round. Yeah, I think it's funny to do that. I like how Oldboys won the knife round, and now they're asking whether they should take CT or T. Oldboys, ever bloodthirsty. Yep, I put those on the same type of emote because I thought it would be funny. Okay, Arch starting things off on the CT side. I will see you in the server. All right, Arch. Ooh, we got the run boost. Tudson getting out toward the A site fast for the smoke. This could be really scary for Arch, as the smokes are already starting to land toward the A-bomb site, and there's no one there. Molly toward Jungo. Kaido going to be burned out. We're going to have just a full shove as just a bloodthirsty Oldboys surge forward, look for the side of Arch. Already, Michu equalizes onto Fear. Webson taking the advantage back, but the bench player going huge here. Tudson with 2, looking for the third. Gotta grab that too. And it's just gonna be Dees left in the 1 versus 3, and this pistol round has been picked to pieces by the Oldboys. Good headshot though, but oh, the stairs player gonna tuck in, force Dees to come to him. The USP betrays Dees, and it's Goofy to close out the pistol. This is Oldboys on a revenge arc. They lost this in the upper bracket versus Arch just 2 weeks ago. And so now they're coming back. They're coming back with a vengeance. They're coming back knowing that that they can make this a real case toward ESL Challenger League. Get those VRS points. Now, player spotted in mid. This is a full force by Arch. Everybody's forcing on the second round. Mid control responded to by boosting into ladder. Get 2 over toward bricks. See if there's maybe some contention that can happen over towards the cat position. They don't know Malik is in towards ladder room, and that's going to punish them. Michu goes for the peek. AK going to be recovered, but at the same time, there's already something of a play happening towards A, and Tudson going to start this one off. The stairs player falls, but he turns his back right to Kaido, and the 5-7 demolishes. Arch take the man advantage versus favored weapons. Oh, push on through CT, but this is going to be heard. Tom has to fall back, though. Just slightly out of position, but this time, the second spray down will secure the CT position and leave Fear all alone, but he's got the AK in his hands as well. Are they just going to challenge him? They are, and Goofy will be the one to send him away as Oldboys demolish the force from Arch. Is there somewhere someone can see the playoff bracket? Yes, so the way to see... you know what? I can show that after this game. It'll be easier than trying to do it mid-game. But I will show... FACEIT has actually gotten a whole lot better as for how they show everything and how you can open everything and stats, and so I want to show off some of that too, just because I think that FACEIT deserves credit, right? Everyone's been really, really dogpiling them for, you know, the initial rollout of pulling ESEA over to FACEIT, and for good reason, but they've done a lot, and I think that they really do deserve credit. Credit also to Arch, as the pistols have already sentenced 2 off the side of Oldboys. They will get the bomb down. Question is that enough? 3 versus 5 in the post plant. Tudson spots 1 in market, tries to bounce away. Does the sound cue fool anybody? I don't think it does. Websun just lurking towards CT spawn. He's got the rifle from Fear. This could be some heavy losses. It might be the win for Oldboys, but if you lose all the weapons, it's going to be cold comfort. Kaido with the Deagle looking for heads. Gonna find the one. Hudson falls as well. That's the MAC-10 removed. So 1 player surviving from Oldboys. Again, they win the round, but with losing all that money, they continue to be on the brink of being broken. Ooh, this off in mid is scary. Smoke into position, and he just dodged the shot. The Oldboys will be granted passage into mid. Oh, that nade is scary as Tudson runs right on through it, right into the waiting hands of Fear. Repels 2. He's looking for more. Webb with the kill on Tom. Now Goofy left alone. I like the molly into under Balk, but he's about to be crunched in upon by so many rifles. Not a whole lot happening here. At least Michu on the other side of the map, able to collect 2. Somehow this round has gone from a very rough one to a very possible one for the Oldboys. The B side has been left completely open by Arch, so bomb going to be planted. And it's going to be the retake from Arch. Oh, Michu hears this. Just waiting for the slow walk of the AWP. His position going to be called out now. Has to reposition and catches Websun as well. And that'll leave Fear alone in the 1 versus 2. Knows there's one towards Cat. Easy pick on Michu, but the next player all the way onto bench. Oh, just going to be flattened from apartments. Plenty of time remaining for this defuse, even without the kit for Fear. So Arch will get on the board here in round number 4. Well, now we see where if Oldboys can continue that forward momentum that they just showed us. The weapons now not favoring them as, again, everything gets put in round after round. Causes things to be so questionable for both of these teams. But look at the execute out over towards A. Websun going to be the only one positioned here. Everybody's been flashed up, but he just runs out of ammo before he can secure a kill. Rollin flattens Fear inside of Sandwich, turns him into a panini. And the pistols and SMGs roll out and overwhelm the A-bomb site. Kaido now looking for something, answers back onto the planter, and Malik secures the kill onto Tom as well. So it's going to be up to Rollin, who cannot hold on this one. Money exhausted for Oldboys. Now it's Arch's turn for a comeback of their own. Well, no smoke towards window this time around, so Kaido gonna have a nice open sight lane to play with. Fear even looking to get involved. I like this. We can see the jiggles going on without the peaks. Eventually somebody will peak, but man, they're playing some careful Counter-Strike. It is enough to shake the crosshair of Kaido. Second shot, though, not so much. Pistols will at least keep things even. 4 versus 4. Even though Arch do have that serious weapon advantage in their favor. They pull away even more toward the B-bomb site. Rollin actually causing some respect to be put on his name. With the MP9 positioned towards A. They will find Rollin. That should turn around this fake that Oldboys have planted in the minds of Arch. And yeah, they'll be picked apart. Not a whole lot else to say about it. Goofy, I like the Glock, but it's not good enough to win the fight versus the MP9 and the AWP. Tom just looking for weapons to take away. Goofy finally going to be hunted down, and Tom just taking up residence in ladder. Counter-terrorists win. They're making a lot of noise around him. They know he's here. He's not even going to be allowed to hold on to this, and that's the time, the kill after time as well. Instead of saving a weapon, you've doomed your own money. At the very least, the rest of the team does have guns for round number 7. Oh, Kaido's just ready to hunt down these ramp players, and Tudson going to be the one hunted. Arch very keen on making their a map number 3 after losing their own map pick. And just 2 weeks ago, we did see these two teams play, and Arch were able to win it out after losing that Anubis pick. Three versus five. Man, these teams play so slow. Gosh, is this EUCS? There's no pick and speed up. It's pick and fall back. It's crazy. Now Goofy is going to be heard toward mid. And Oldboys are going to try and walk toward this stack. Can't handle D's. Good trade, though, for Goofy. Trying to keep them honest. Oh, Rollin picking up that AWP. Look at the HP on Fear and Dees. But Rollin just forced to save the op. Probably better than Liquid. Probably right. Hey, both of these teams, come to Fragadelphia. We need more EU teams at Fragadelphia again. The next one's in Canada. It's not in the US. So, you know, there's that at least. Oh, after an early start, Oldboys are having a rough time against the full buys of Arch. Love to see the little break between maps enough to reset mentally. he's going to be boosted up. That's presents a hefty B defense on the side of Arch. Oh, I love where Fear is played behind the smoke. He's just waiting for it to close out. Op not able to spot him. Just walks away at the last second of it, but oh, it still works out. Rolling with the op. Rolling back the years. Rolling back the years even. Oh, no, not, maybe not. Maybe we cut that pun. He's not rolling back the years. Ooh, that's not a good start. Kaido through underpass. Deletes Tom, and Michu will fall as well. Underpass is closed, guys. Try somewhere else. A site going to be tested next. 2 players here for the side of Arch, and that's more than enough as Rollin hits the ground once again. This T side going to start to feel a little bit lacking, for lack of a better word. Hudson with the AWP. He was pulling off some magic on Anubis. Oh, there it is. There's that magic that we saw before. Still, though, not a whole lot of time left on the round. And, oh my goodness. Oh, you found it? There you go. Yeah, it's a bunch of clicks, but once you get there, I think that the way that they've changed the interface is a whole lot more intuitive than it used to be.
Counter-terrorists win.
All right, well, what happened to Oldboys from Anubis? The question is the last time these 2 teams played, who chose what? Getting my looks in here. It does look like, so it looks like we got the same kind of map picks, but last time Oldboys chose Ancient and got obliterated on it. And they're showing why you don't pick 4 square maps versus Russian 5 stacks. You don't pick Mirage versus a Russian 5 stack. It's just not a thing that you do. Op lined up once again. Kaido more than happy. Lockdown ramp. But as the players start to bleed out, maybe there's something more to be said. Oh, just walking in through the smoke and slaps down Tudson. Where did bomb drop? I think it's over towards the A-bomb site, and Tudson just continuing to be a terror. "50 seconds. Michu alone in the 1 versus 2. No one in jungle. No one in connector. They're just locking down bomb, locking down site. Kaido got a clear view and a clear shot and a clear ace for round number 10. That is the op that you're looking to have, that is for sure. Now, one more full buy from... Oh, there's a good catch, but the spray down... Oh, just awkwardly has to carve around the smoke, does cut through here, and D's gonna fall on Arch. Now it's up to Malik. Multi-frag required, does have Kaido joining in as well, and Malik gonna be more than enough. The triple will stop Oldboys right in their tracks. The bomb dropped as well, and Rollin gonna be just the next victim added to the scorecard. 8-3. Arch just shutting this one down on the CT side before Oldboys even get to play. Just as a quick peek, there have been 2 save rounds, and there have been 2 plants. That's how much Arch have been getting into the faces of Oldboys and making sure that they just really have a bad time here on Mirage, which is reminiscent of what looks like what happened on Ancient just 2 weeks ago. Nade tossed into ramp. Websun looking for the early aggression once again. Oh, that nade just ends Tudson. Meanwhile, Kaido watching Palace deletes Goofy as well. And again, Arch starting things off with a 5 versus 3, and Michu legged up. I mean, it was a good first 3 rounds, Oldboys, but the T side has not been your friend. Rollin catches an elbow, but no damage, so just going to be information gifted away. He's going to be mollied out of position and melted down by Dees. As the round gets more and more unfavorable for Oldboys, they just lose player after player. Michu, just another victim of Arch's CT side. Tom 223 now, last man standing, is also just gonna fall. Arch taken to the T side. It's got to feel like a necessary pistol if you're Oldboys. T side did not go well, and if you want to have even a slight chance at your CT side, things got to start early. But the pistols have gone well so far for Oldboys, so... Okay, this is optimistic. This is a crazy off angle. I don't think it's going to be expected, though, so... I mean, if he's able to get the kill gifted across, then it's worthwhile, but... Arch already electing to leave the A-bomb site entirely, so... Michu's just going to be left empty-handed, and the B-bomb site will be the one that Arch elect for. All 5 players already slowing down for the contact. Tom 223 and Goofy with a hefty responsibility on their shoulders. Rotation already starting for the side of Oldboys as the smokes start to land. This is going to be heard. It is going to be obvious. Everyone aimed toward Tom. Meanwhile, Goofy picking apart the heads. 2 for himself, while Tom with 1. Tudson walks in, and it's just up to Kaido, but Oldboys will overwhelm on the pistols. Start this one, CT side off favorably. Still think that we have to wait for the gun round to really figure out whether Oldboys are going to actually make a case for themselves on the CT side, or if this is just delaying the inevitable map number 3. Ah, the classic. Rush B, do not stop, my friends. It is going to be the contact, and it is not actually going to be towards B. Everyone to underpass. Oh, are we going to get a team picture? We are going to get a team picture. Everybody say cheese. Say cheese. Say gold. Say flashbang. All right. The question is, who moves first? Goodbye. Goodbye. He's leaving his teammates. There they go. These sorts of plays are so funny to me. What do you even, how do you cast these? How do you observe them? Everyone's going together. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Now we get to see if Tom can handle these pistols. Should be able to. He should hear them as they start to accelerate. Good spray down for 4. That leaves Fear all alone. With a Glock in hand and half HP, he's already down. All right. Fun 14th round. Now we get back to serious. I do feel like if Oldboys are able to succeed on this pistol and this full buy, that the comeback is very real and very possible. As the op flaps away Web Sun, now things start to get nervous for Arch. First 3 rounds on their CT side didn't go too well either, so there is some small amount of solace to be had there, knowing that, yeah, the first 3 rounds didn't go too well, but they did win in the end. There has to be something in the comms about, hey, we beat these guys before. We beat them on Ancient. Mirage is different, but it's not that different. Tudson looking for his own cold Zeref play. The first player is going to be Deese, and he is flattened. Tom with the assist off of Cat, and it's just nothing. Arch just walking into the grinder. Only 1 kill onto Tom 223. And Arch walking away with their tails between their legs. They've got just 1 kill on that last round. Kaido, after having a monster CT side, got a little bit quiet. Will be the A-hit tested this time for Arch. Oh, if Michu can take away these Palace players, he's going to call over. Hudson, got to get that op into position against these pistols or they'll be overwhelmed. There's the first shot. Slices through Deese, and Rollin joining in off of Connector. Make sure that no one can cross into sight. Gonna leave Kaido and Malik scampering away. A site is locked down. All right, all the way back around, and we try B. Every time I see this craft, a little piece of me dies. Chat, if you know, you know. Do you see the craft? I don't know how easily, you know, you're probably watching it in a smaller window. You're not full screening it. But there's a part of me that looks at this and goes, people decided that this was a good idea. Chat, tell me what's your favorite number? This is going to be I'm going to save this VOD to my YouTube channel. That craft is going to be a relic of the time that is going to be forever encoded on my YouTube channel. By the way, if you don't know my YouTube channel, there you go. There's the link in chat for you. I don't upload everything. I didn't bother to upload Nostalgia from Friday just because I was like, it's going to be a one-time thing, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make a playlist out of it. But because this is ESEA, it just goes in the ESEA playlist. Well, Oldboys taking Leaf out of the Arch book and taking the early control all the way into ramp. Malik going to discover that too late, and towards mid as well. Websun falls, so two-man advantage for the Oldboys as they just repel Arch one after another. And the util is nowhere near done for the CT side. Kaido trying to get something started over toward apartments, but it's Dees and Fear waiting to see if they're offered up a sacrifice through ramp, but Michu is not going to budge. He's just waiting to see if they will give him anything. Nade tossed in to confirm the player is still present. Again, a slow burn, 25 seconds. Arch gonna tick off every second of this clock, waiting for an opportunity. Michu just holding the fire, waiting for them to peek in. We might just have a save. I think this is going to be a save actually for Arch. Yeah. Good kill for Kaido at the very least, but it's not the round. Ooh, full-on tech pause. Well, that's not a good sign. But it means I can appear on your camera and say, hey, what's up, chat? Thank you for stopping by. If you're watching this game on the Twitch side and you have not already, do make sure to hit that follow button. And if you happen to be watching the VOD and you come across this section in the VOD, make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. I upload basically everything that hits my own channel, as well as things like Crossfire and FlyQuest Red. So whether I'm on my own channel or not, there's a good chance that the VODs are going to be uploaded. So, you know, stick around here. And if you like the sound of my voice and, you know, you're like, man, there's just nothing to watch today, I very much appreciate you stopping by and watching my VODs. It really means a lot. And I realize that I'm not watching the biggest teams in the world with my VODs. But, you know, if you'd spare a couple of seconds to like the video and all that, that would be great. All right. Do we look at the messages? We're going to look at the messages. Sup. You did tech pause. Mouse charge. What's the reason? Good. Classic. Prefer something new. Yeah, I get it. I also have a wireless mouse. But that is funny that it's like classic mouse. Prefer something new. I wonder who's charging the mouse. Websun called the tech. There's the readies. All right, we're going back into this. I should probably be using the V console, but I don't because I need to learn it. All right, let's get back into this. 10 seconds. See you in the server. Yeah, V console is a thing that you can use to basically take the console out of the game and have it in a separate window. So I could see the chat and then I can drag the console over if I want to show chat, rather than having it automatically pop up in game. It's a fun little tool. All right, full buy for Arch. They do manage to hold on to 3 of those rifles, so this is going to be an important one. Tudson, though, lined up for Websun. He's not going to be expected an underpass, and will that be enough to discourage this round from Arch as well? Already, Oldboys with a man advantage. Oh, Tudson going to keep looking for more. Oh, no, or is he? I thought he was in window, but he's actually not. Arch taking this one extremely slowly. Double nades over toward underpass, but in a completely open spot. Goofy boosted up. This is really going to be the biggest piece, is Archer looking for that mid control. Stay ready, Goofy. Here they come. Michu with a shot towards the ramp. Oh, he's looking for more as well. Dees trying to peek out. Oh, does find the head. Down to the 3 versus 3, and this time Arch will take that A control, but it's 2 players versus 3. Jungle hasn't been smoked off either, so Tom going to discover this is open. Meanwhile, Tudson with the AWP removes Kaido. Dees only the 1 for 2. Is now Oldboys going to strike one more time to even this one out at 9. Arch have not won a single round on their T side.
Counter-terrorists win.
This has been an Oldboys CT side for 6 rounds running, and that is the only plant that we have gotten so far. Just a super quiet T side in general. Both of these teams not doing a whole lot for it. Ooh, a lot of mid control coming out early. Malik with the Mac 10. Possibly the Malik 10. Going to be smoked and mollied away. Oh, is he going to go for this anyway? Would be an optimistic peak if he does try to challenge. He knows there's a player in here now with the trajectory of that nade. But Archer's still lined up for this. Hudson's going to give himself an easy out. He is holding the B-bomb site all by his lonesome. 1 minute passes, and there's actually no kills, which is one of the slower rounds we've had on this half. Arch going to be working their way towards B, and Tudson might just be overwhelmed. Not a whole lot of help for him. He's off on an island. 30 seconds, though, is Arch still slowly. You've got Websun off on the other side of the map, just tossing out nades, and that will allow Tudson. Slaps down Malik. Escapes over to Cat. Second shot. Connects onto Fear. Looking for a third, but not this time. That A-site player has been... No, actually. Websun rotated entirely around as the rest of the team shows up just in the nick of time, and Websun now back 9 in the 1 versus 4. Oh! Headshots on Rollin, but Goofy not going to let him get away with it as Oldboys take the lead. Well, again, the money just has not been in a great shape for Arch. Have not been able to take a single round on their T side. That's a good start, though, for Fear, but Michu gonna punish immediately onto the Palace players. Looking for more, but this time the A site comes under fire very early on, and Oldboys not ready for the pacier change coming from Arch. Tom223 slips into ramp. Oh, as we slow down. Tom223 crosshair in just the wrong position. We see the bullets flying out individually, but Kaido will take his head off. Should be the plant on the A-bomb site. I don't know why the game is moving so slow, but it's kind of pretty in a way. Look at the knife flying around for Kaido. He's got the butterfly knife fade, and it's just kind of... Oh my goodness, we're slowing down to a new level of slow. What's going on over here? Fear's got the AK point disarray. Now we go over to Dees. I think we have to reload into this one. But I'm going to see if it irons out on its own. It should be eventually okay. We're just going to be a little bit slow. So I'm going to kind of, you know. I guess the thing to do in this situation is going to be an A hit. The site has been taken. There's not anything that can happen. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect. So give me just a sec. Okay, 10 to 10. We're back into the game on the A site once again. I don't know what happened there. That was something. But now it's getting down to the wire. Again, Arch only needed 4 rounds to close this out from the T side. So now that they're finally getting their chance, now it gets a little bit worrisome. The money for Oldboys, the pensions have been paid. Unfortunately, they're going to be escaping this round with only 2 guns. Does have a lot of money. Goofy's got a lot of money, so there should be one more buy for Oldboys. But if they can't strike back, this is where the map can be. This is where we do go from 2 to 3 map series. Ooh, Molly very nearly catching Rawl in the boost up for the AWP. Oh my goodness, look at all the util flying out. Fear just eating tons of fragmentation. No kills though. Obviously something has been put into the backs of Arch. They are showing a whole new pace that they haven't had yet this game. Ooh, Rollin about to peek these lower players. Oh, just spots the shoulder. Not enough for the kill, but that is enough for him to take some aggression. Molly burns them out of position. And the pace has been way slowed down. Michu looking for the aggression. Oh, it lines up 2. Looking for the 3rd as well, but the bullets run low. And Fear will challenge back. But now the pieces are a little bit out of position for Arch. Fear is off on his own adventure, going to be caught by Rollin, who's still holding close. And Tom223 dumpsters Dees. Kaido left alone. Down to 20 seconds. I think Arch are watching this game just barely slip away from them. They do have money to go into this next round. Arch needs to be a crack shot here, but oh, that shot not going to hit either. Time going to be running out, but Goofy not even going to allow that. 11 all. You're getting not only all 24 rounds, but a very potential overtime. Oh, Chudson going for the aggressive op into Palace. Does Dees expect this? Mostly a B hit. Outside of that, Goofy with a missed nade. So much smoke still in mid, and Arch are not willing to go through it. Considering how scared it felt like Oldboys were starting off on Anubis, coming into Mirage here, I mean, the CT sides have been just chef's kiss for both of these teams. Oh, Tudson might hear the players sneaking up on him in Palace. He dares not move a muscle. If he can crack this first, then he has enough. And he does. Websun will be sitting the rest of this round out as we wander past that first minute. Oh, he's trying to get something started through the smoke, but he's going to be pushed back as well, and Tudson will send him packing. Now Michu holding on the opposite side of Firebox with a kill of his own. 2 versus 3. Arch need to get this bomb down, and they need it now. They spot the player ticket playing for Oldboys as these smokes start to fade. Oh, Molotov going to force him back. But rolling off of stairs is going to close the door in the face of Arch. 12 to 11. And folks, this might be all she wrote. Oldboys will be getting their revenge versus Arch. Maybe. Not a great buy going into the final round. They do have the AWP, but they've also got a MAC-10 on the side of Arch. Weapon's going to be exchanged. Web Stuff picks up the MAC-10. Is it Jover? We shall see. Heavy A presence for the side of Arch, and this time they will open things up favorably. Deleting Michu off the server. Still milling about towards ramp. If they took that pick to mean that they could take the site, one might be a quicker round, but playing with a very measured pace. Fear just eating nade after nade, and he just gets dunked without even getting to see anyone. That is the go button, though. The A site overtaken by Arch. He's with a headshot, taking that man advantage back. A smoke towards connector means that now this rotation back for Oldboys gets a little bit more difficult as the bomb is scooped up in CT by Websun, and it's going to be hustled over toward that A-bomb site. Rotation's still not really existing for Oldboys.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb is planted, and Dees gonna find Goofy and CT from what looked like a desperate. Oh my goodness, what a flick. Dees with another headshot onto Tom. And that'll leave Rollin alone in the 1 versus 4. I think we're getting overtime here. 1 versus 4. He does have the kit, but he doesn't really have util. Already wastes half the clip at air. Dodges a flash, but there's just too many players on the other side of this, and Arch will bring us to overtime. To overtime we go. Gosh. Overtime Mirage. I feel like it's almost gotten more common to see overtime on Mirage than it has been to see overtime on something like Inferno. Early util towards apartments. Kaido, though, stands tall. Does not matter. Meanwhile, in mid, Fear taking his own retribution versus the nades that he's faced on these previous rounds. Ooh, if they go for the A hit, though, Michu in a position to cause real problems for them, but none of the rest of Oldboys are here to stop this. So if Michu doesn't have the multi-frag, then this is an A site that should be just left to go by the Oldboys, but look at this. They still take that time to set up a proper execute 45 seconds left on the round. This one's going to be an executed A site. Util to delay the peaks out, but only for a little fraction of this round. Push on over. Goofy caught in mid. Michu needs this. Drops the bomb, but that's all that's going to happen as Tom, brothers in arms, are not enough. 3 players survive for Arch as they plant the bomb and likely take this first round of overtime. Good catch. He's taking some weapons away, but going to lose that off in the process. Definitely a rough start to things. Arch, though, showing why they are comfortable on this, even though it's not even their own map pick. I mean, they won out on Ancient 2 weeks ago, so I want to show some real tenacity here towards Mirage as well. Tudson just jumps away into connector. So a little exchange of damage, a little exchange of utility to start off the round. He's, though, getting deep into the A-bomb site. He's already off into Sandwich, though he's lost Malik behind him, so he's off on an island now. This is a chance to cause some real damage. Oldboys don't know he's here. This is the chance to throw a spanner into the mix of this round. Oh, he emerges, and these 2 connector players don't know he's here. The first shots don't connect, but the spray down will. And that's a quick 3 and a 4th. Fear and Kaido activate off the back. And that's the round just ripped out of the hands of Oldboys. Now the T side really getting rolling now that it's gotten to overtime. Been a bit of a backslide for the Oldboys after such a strong CT to now be getting demolished on T, but this time Arch go for a nice fast-paced round and gets shut in their face. Boy, like that Molly Rollin on 8 HP, just trying to survive barely. Goofy gonna be backed away. Pieces moved into position. Oh, slashes Kaido. And it leaves Malik alone in the 1 versus 3. Does he have this? No, the headshot, but Tom to return fire, and Oldboys do win one on their CT side. Side swap once again. Arch toward the CT side. They had fabulous CT side in regulation. Sun taking a tick of fire over in mid. Oh, puts the Molotov back towards Tom, but he's going to be just backed away. Oldboys just all over the map versus Arch. Everywhere the fights are being taken. Molly into underpass. Slows down the round even further. Worrying thing for Arch is they've left the A side open, but they will reinforce it once again. 2 players in through CT. Smokes and Util again to hold off the aggression, but look at where Deese has gotten himself into. This round is looking to end on the A-bomb site. 35 seconds with a monster wrap in from Deese. If he shows up in time, this entire round is cut cold. It's going to be a bloodbath on site. Websun with it stuffs Tudson, Kaido, AWP comes out strong. It's going to be up to Rollin, and he is removed as well. Arch will take map point on the first of the overtimes. Now, around we go again. Kaido's op rings out, does not connect. It's going to allow some major presence out through mid for the Oldboys. Oh my gosh, the server is slowing down again. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Alright, real quick, we check Faceit. We see if Faceit says the score is updated. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Let's see if that slowdown meant anything. Michu with 2, Rollin, Malik, all the responses. Just another bloody round. Malik now with a lot of responsibility on his own shoulders. Oh, he spots the player in connector, but the damage might be critical. Nade forces him away. Oh, and Michu getting into position to send his soul away. A solid minute left on the round. Should be more than enough time to get the bomb planted. Kaido in the 1 versus 3. And I think this should be an open and shut case for Oldboys to at least snag a 14th round.
Bomb has been planted.
We're just seeing if Kaido can take away a weapon. But it is going to be 14 for Oldboys, looking for that second overtime.
Terrorists win.
If we do hit that second overtime, chat, I am going to run a 90-second ad in order to make sure that there's no pre-rolls on as we go toward even more overtime. Well, that's not a great sign for more overtime. Kaido just slaps down Tudson in apartments. A little bit of a challenge through wood wall as well. Tiny damage onto Goofy. Oldboys trying to pace this one up, but it's already not looking good. HP advantage and man advantage toward the side of Arch, CT side. Ooh, Kaido might be gifted another, but this time the shot just a little bit off. Smoke fades on connector and Rollin spots player in towards jungle, but again, no one's hitting their shots on this round. 55 seconds. These Oldboys still searching for the opening. Just stitch shut every single little piece that there might be an opening. Util says no. And it's just going to be Goofy, left alone in the 1 versus 4. The HP on Web Sun and Fear is low, but this would still be a miraculous clutch if he's able to pull it off, and he's going to be flattened. AWP wins it out for Arch. We go to map number 3, classic, lovely Dust 2. GG's. Oh boy, we're getting a third map.